Hey friends, Ash here. Welcome back to Extra Gent Scents. Today I want to talk to you guys about 5 different fragrances that have gotten a lot of love, whether recently or in the past, and I feel like each one of these deserves the love. These are fragrances that I personally really dig. We've got 3 designers, 2 niche. We're just gonna go over these bad boys today, talk about some fragrances that I think are worth all the love that is heaped onto them. So let's check these out. Hey guys, I want to remind you that if you shop at twistedlily.com or maxaroma.com, use the code GENTS10, save yourself 10% off. LuckyScent.com, if you shop there, use the code 10GENTS, and guess what? That will also save you 10% off. So if you're looking for some of those fragrances, you can't find them other places, save at least a little bit of money. All right, let's talk about some scents here. First one, Dolce & Gabbana's The One Luminous Night. Now, Luminous Night, it's not easy to find. That's the only drawback with this one. In the United States, Joma Shop has had it, Fragrance By has had it, I think Fragrance Net has had it, but essentially it gets into stock at those discounters and then people find out and then it sells out. It's an exclusive edition, so this is made for the Middle Eastern market. That's why you can't really find it in the US all that easily, because it was not made for the US market. So you have to, either go looking all over the place trying to find it, maybe, find somebody on eBay selling it for a decent price, maybe, but not likely. Or like I said, just wait for it to pop up at your discounter of choice. So that's the drawback. That's the part that sucks. But this fragrance smells just killer. Like, this stuff is absolutely amazing. And it just baffles me that Dolce & Gabbana would put out something that smells this good and then lock it into just one specific region and tell everybody else to blow. Why would you do that? That's so rude. So yeah, that's the frustrating part. And I've seen your guys' comments. I've seen people say, I can't find it. And I feel your pain. It's a big pain in the butt. I got mine from Fragrance By, and I got it like right before it sold out. So yeah, that's a bummer, but the fragrance itself, just killer. Big compliment puller, smells very sexy. It's sweet. It's a little spicy like you would expect from the One line. It has a note of dates, which is underutilized, I feel like, in fragrances in general, but especially designers. So the One Luminous Night, that one gets a lot of love from the people that have smelled it, and I think it deserves every bit of that. Let's talk niche really quickly. Masque Milano Tango. Little itty bitty bottle, little 35 ml size Masque Milano bottle. Their 100 ml size bottles are hefty, like they are heavy. But these little 35 ml ones, that's really all you need, I feel like. Really nice performance with this one. It's an amber fragrance, in case you couldn't tell by that coloration of the fragrance right here. This one is quite spicy. It's got cumin, cinnamon, cardamom in here. It's got tonka, resins, amber, of course. So it's very sweet and spicy. A little bit like the same overarching theme from the last fragrance to this one. They don't smell at all alike, but both are fragrances that you would use in fall and winter time. I feel like, for me anyway, at least as much attention as I pay, that Tango is one of the most talked about, most loved fragrances from the house of Masque Milano. And I agree. I think that this is probably the best place to start for the house, at least for my taste. And it's the first one that I ever owned. So it's one that I think is a great jumping off point, a really nice wearable amber fragrance. As I said, with great quality, great performance, and a nice presentation too. Back to designer Fahrenheit Le Parfum from Dior. And also you could say Dior Homme Parfum. That one I think is worth every bit of love, every bit of hype and the accolades thrown toward Dior Homme Parfum. It deserves those, and this one does as well. Kind of rough, isn't it? There's Fahrenheit Le Parfum. Everybody goes, ooh, amazing. And then Dior Homme Parfum, ooh, masterpiece. Great job, Dior, amazing. Dior Sauvage Parfum, and everyone goes, that's not bad. And then Sauvage Elixir, oh, wonderful. I guess they should have just released Sauvage Elixir as Sauvage Parfum, not had Sauvage Parfum be a thing, and then you would have the holy trifecta of Fahrenheit Le Parfum, Dior Homme Parfum, and Sauvage Parfum, where every one of those is just a hype monster. but that didn't happen, and Sauvage Parfum is kind of like the black sheep of the parfum versions of the 3 big Dior lines. You follow what I'm saying, right? So Fahrenheit Le Parfum, sexy, classy, that booziness in here, oof, just smells great. It has a little bit of that petrol vibe, but toned way down compared to the original Fahrenheit Eau de Toilette, which frankly for a modern audience is a good thing, because most people are not going to dig that, even though I do, because I'm weird. And I know that people that really appreciate 80s fragrances and Fahrenheit in general, they dig that petrol, but your average Joe or Jane or whoever, they're not. So they tone that down here, really nicely done. The leather in here, very smooth. Quality of Fahrenheit Le Parfum is just chef's kiss. Let's do niche again. Pardon from Nasomatto. Now I know that Nasomatto has a lot of love and has a big group of people that just dig everything Nasomatto. But in terms of overall hype, like in the community, if you want to call it that, Nasomatto is not at its fever pitch that it once was. Because I can remember when Nasomatto first was like really popping off, everybody was talking about Nasomatto. It was like, oh, this one, this one, this one, this one. Black Afgano, Duro, Pardon, you gotta get them all. It was like Pokemon. So as I said, it's not really at that fever pitch level anymore, but still a lot of people really respect the house, and for good reason. Pardon, I think, is probably my favorite just because it is so easily worn. A very sophisticated, grown-up, gentlemanly, mature fragrance, but not something that smells dated. It has like a chocolatey scent profile to it, along with a good amount of woodiness, some warmth, sweetness, and spice. It's an expertly done fragrance. It is obviously in a small bottle, just like Masque Milano. This one is even a little bit smaller. It's 30 milliliters instead of 35 like the Masque Milano, but it's an extrait to parfum, so you do get great performance here. And then the last fragrance I want to talk about is from Valentino. It's Valentino Uomo Intense. And I can remember when this hit, and I really loved it. Of course, a little bit similar to Dior Homme Intense, Dior Homme. So it has that makeup-y, sort of irisy feeling, along with a little helping of leather. Got vanilla in here, tonka, so some wonderful sweetness accentuating the iris and the leather. Really nice performance here. Quality here, top notch. Just such a sexy fragrance in my opinion, and Valentino went away from it. I mean, you had other flankers that came out after this. You had some other flankers that were actually, you know, in this vein, in this style, but then we went Born in Roma and everything just, you know, deviated. There was a fork in the road, and the Valentino Uomo line went that way. But Valentino Uomo Intense, I still just absolutely adore. I think it's a great fragrance. I'm glad that people can still find it, that you can still buy it, even if it's not typically discounted. At least it's still on the market. So that one I think is a must smell, if not a must own, if you're a fan of iris-based fragrances done in a similar style to Dior Homme or Dior Homme Intense. If you like that, you have to check out Valentino Uomo Intense if you haven't. So that will do it. Here's 5 fragrances that I personally feel are worth the love. I feel the love. These 5 right here I will always own. If I busted one of these bottles trying to put it back up on the shelf, I would order it again before I went to sleep tonight, assuming I could find the one Luminous Night if that was the one that was busted. All right, guys, I am out of here. Thank you for hanging with me. Please stay safe out there. I'll see you again another day with another video. See you guys later.